So last night, I was browsing Shudder. You know about Shudder? And I watched this film. It's called Spiral. Ooh, fuck. If I crush the can, how am I going to recycle the can for the bottle deposit? Think about that, Jack. I'm trying to fucking recycle here, motherfucker. Anyway, I'm doing a movie review. I'm talking about Spiral. It's a movie. Not to be confused with, I think it's like the Saw spinoff or something. You know, it's like a really cheesy, short-ish, you know, like Shudder horror movie. It's like 85 minutes. This is Japanese. I think we're thinking of different films. Are we thinking of different films? I don't know, man. There's like 15 movies called Spiral. I don't even know if this is the right poster, to be honest. I think it is. Because this is not a Japanese movie at all. In fact, it's the exact opposite. No, this is the right one. The synopsis on IMDb says, same-sex couple move to a small town to enjoy better quality of life and raise their daughter with strong social values. But when neighbors throw a very strange party, nothing is as it seems. Yeah, this is not a Japanese movie. But there's like 15 trillion movies called Spiral. I don't know, man. Like come up with like The Spiral or at least, you know, so I don't know. But anyway, Shudder on AMC. So this movie takes place in 1995. You know, there's a lot of like contemporaneous like, you know, political stuff, like, you know, referencing the Clinton administration, you know, like all these like right-wing hate groups and stuff like that, right? Because the main characters are gay. And like this is a horror movie, right? So, like, they move into a new house in a small town, and then, like, they think that, like, oh, everyone's just homophobic. And, oh, they're just all homophobic? Right? You know, like, someone spray paints some slurs on the wall inside the house, by the way. Like, not on the garage door outside the house. Motherfucker comes home and sees some slurs on the wall inside the house. That's crazy shit. But anyway, so like, but then like, there's a lot of gaslighting in this movie because one of the characters who sees all this stuff doesn't tell his partner that this stuff is happening, but then starts telling the partner when he's like convinced that like the neighbors are trying to kill them, and there's no like build up, so the partner just like gaslights the other one. Is this based on a comic book? I have no idea. There's like 15,000 movies called Spiral. So I don't know if this is... I don't know what that is. So, I'm pretty sure that you're not thinking of the same thing that I'm thinking of. But anyway, so there's like... Then, like, someone reads a bunch of news stories. Like, one of the partners reads a bunch of news stories about how, like, oh, gay people and stuff have been mysteriously dying every 10 years. Whoa, that's crazy. But then the other partner, like, the one who doesn't see all this stuff firsthand is just gaslighting them. It's like, oh, the neighbors are great people. Anyway, so eventually, the one guy finds, like, a videotape of, like, 10 years ago, of like the other characters, you know, like the previous time a gay couple was murdered, basically, and they find out that in the background are the neighbors, right? Because they lived similarly in that neighborhood, and then like this is the part that really was super cool, is that like in the videotape the neighbors are all the same age as they are in the movie, but like, you know, it's 10-year difference, right? So there's like a teenager who's still a teenager and so forth. And then this guy's like, oh fuck, this is like, now we're getting supernatural. So the thing I like about this movie, I think the best quality of it is the gaslighting. Even though it's really rough to watch and like scares me just because I hate gaslighting, right? But it makes for a good horror film. And then like the main character is an unreliable narrator, because it's revealed at some point in the movie that the neighbors like secretly switched their medications, and so like they had like rolling blackouts in their life, or like, you know, throughout the like maybe the middle third of the movie, the second third of the movie. And so it creates this kind of really tense atmosphere where like the main character is like being gaslighted by the other partner, but like also they're an unreliable narrator because they're on drugs, but they don't know they're on drugs, so they just think that they're going crazy. And it's just it was really good. Like, a lot of this movie was really hard to watch because it was just like there's a lot of extreme homophobia in it, but I think it does a really good job of tackling it. You know, like, the neighbors basically, it's revealed at the end, the neighbors basically target gay people because all of society targets gay people, and they're like a secret like vampire cult or some shit. It's very unspecific, it's ambiguous, but they are supernatural creatures that like eat humans to survive and stay young or some shit. And so, but they say at the end, they explicitly say that, yeah, we target gay people because everyone hates gay people, and so no one's gonna care if gay people go missing or kill themselves or kill each other because they're gay and society hates gay people. And then, like, you know, then there's like the big like montage at the end where it's like the vampires like, and well, you know, there's always going to be a minority that people are afraid of. And then like there's like a scene at the end in like 2005, and then there's like a Muslim couple moving into the house, and they're the next target. You know, it's, you know, the point of the movie is it's a good horror film, but it wraps it into like I think a really nice progressive message about how like society is garbage and mistreats minorities. And I like it. I think it's good. It didn't feel forced at all. You know, a lot of people talk about that being a forced thing. I mean, I think it's just good. I like seeing gay people in movies. I think it's pretty much always a good thing. This movie was good. I enjoyed it. Like, is it great? No, it's not like a masterpiece. I wasn't like, oh, I'm so terrified. Right? But it's that level of like cheesy 80-minute horror movie. Not that long, you know, and it's got some good stuff to it. For me, I like horror, good and bad, every aspect, like cheesy slasher movies, like cheesy ghost movies. I love all kinds of shit. And you know what? I like, it's not like, oh wow, this is the best horror movie ever made. It's not, you know, it's nothing to write home about. I'll probably forget I ever watched this in a couple weeks. But good. I like it. I endorse it. Check it out. I know there's like 15 trillion movies called Spiral. I watched this on Shudder, on AMC Plus. So, there you go. It's not the fucking whatever like Japanese movie people in the chat are thinking of, whatever comic book. I'm pretty sure that you are pretty stupid, because I'm pretty sure I already said that that's not what this is. Unless it's like based on, I have no fucking idea. All I know is I watched this on Shudder, 2019, AMC Plus. Who's the director? Curtis David Harder is the director. The director. Get it? Because characters die. And I just want to say also, before I stop this review, the best part of this movie was the ending, where like all of the whole town is like wearing these like cloaks and like these weird like hoods and like face masks, and they're all inside the house, right? Like, so because like the partner who gaslighted the other partner, right, is basically like going home to like get up and get ready to move or whatever. And then like they're upstairs, and then they're in this like house situation where there's like a I don't know how to describe it, there's like an indoor balcony, right? So it's like the stairs, and then there's like upstairs you can see off into the first floor or whatever. Anyway, the camera shifts, and then like the whole house is like filled like shoulder to shoulder with like motherfuckers and like in these bizarre ass cloaks and hoods and masks and stuff. That was genuinely very well done, right? Because this movie, again, like the thing I like about it is the unreliable narrator thing. So it's like, is there really supernatural stuff, or is it just like homophobic neighbors, right? You know, you don't, it really isn't clear until the ending, and the way that they like show it is just great. It's just really great. And so it's just, I like that part. Like, again, it's 80-minute horror. It's not that long. It's just a good, you know, it's good. And then, like, there's like a kid dies in this movie. 16-year-old kid gets killed. They get eaten alive. It was good. The ending of this movie is worth watching. Like, it's worth watching the entire movie just for the ending, in my opinion. There you go. Anyway, so this is Spiral 2019. I know there's like 15 trillion movies called Spiral. And so, I know a lot of people are confused. But I'm also confused because I didn't know of any movie called Spiral. And then I looked up the movie on IMDb later. And was like, oh, this isn't, oh wait, no, this isn't. So I don't know. Maybe they could have come up with a better title. Like, maybe could put an S at the end. Spirals, like, I don't know, man, come up with something. But anyway, pretty good movie. Yeah, woo! There you go.